Actors Access is the single most important site for getting real film and TV roles. Yes, even if you're over 50 and just starting from scratch. I'm going to step you through exactly how it works. I'm Scott. I didn't start acting until I was 58, and I've been booking real film and TV work ever since. It's been a lot of fun, and no matter your age, you can do it too. So what is Actors Access? It's a professional casting platform that is used by studios, networks, independent films, and student films. It's also used daily by casting directors in every major market. This is the place where background roles and cast roles are posted on a regular basis. Remember back in school when they would post a list of roles for the school play up on the bulletin board out in the hallway? Well, Actors Access is something like that. It's where both beginners and working actors go to get auditions. Now, while we're talking about Actors Access, and it's the one I use, there are a couple of others you should know about. One is castingnetworks.com. It is similar, maybe it has a few more industrial projects on it, but it is more expensive. The other one is backstage.com, and there you'll find more independent films and student films, but you also find more theatrical work if you're a thespian. Okay, so let's go on Actors Access and walk you through getting signed up. First of all, you'll want to hit register, and here you will be presented with their various price structures. You'll see that you can sign up for free, but you would have to pay a la carte whenever you want to submit yourself for a project. So for a beginner with no agent and doing this on your own, you really might want to consider the annual plan, which is $68 a year or $9.99 a month. What you get for that is to be able to submit yourself for an unlimited number of projects. Now, if you did that on the free plan, you'd pay a couple, $3 each time. Basically, if you audition 3 or 4 times a month, the subscription pays for itself. All right, so now you're signed in and this is what you'll see. At this point, we need to start talking about a few acting terms, a few audition terms. The first one is a breakdown. What are breakdowns? Well, they are summaries of projects and roles. The next term you need to know is sides. Sides are short scripts, usually used for an audition. It's just a page or two of a script like you're used to seeing from the high school play you were in. And finally, you should understand the difference between union and non-union roles. Union roles means SAG-AFTRA, and when you are auditioning for a SAG-AFTRA role, you're going to see higher pay, you're going to see more protections, you're going to also see guidelines like how many hours a day you can work and how many hours you need between one work day and the next. Non-union roles are really more accessible for beginners, but there are fewer restrictions. Also, you're going to find more local productions there. Sometimes, though, non-union projects do try to adhere to union rules, but usually not union pay. So once you have your free account set up, the next thing you're going to want to do is click the tab that says About Me. Here is where you enter your profile information, your name, your age, information about your gender and ethnicity, because Actors Access is going to use this information later on to help pair you up with roles that fit your profile. So if we click on breakdowns, we're able to search by a variety of terms. If you want a union or non-union project, if you're looking for background or extra roles only, and importantly, you can search by the region. Starting out, try to find projects as close to home as possible, because if you get cast in a non-union, maybe low or no paying role, any travel to that location is going to be out of your pocket. So I hit search and up comes a list of projects that Actors Access thinks is a good fit for me. And from here I can start browsing through. Incidentally, nearly all of these categories regularly cast retirees and seniors. Now, I would love to be able to show you a real breakdown from Actors Access, but I can't because they're confidential. After all, these are projects that are in production right now and they won't be released for weeks or months from now, so they're on the QT for the moment. But what I am able to do is put together a completely fake mock-up one so you can have an idea of what a breakdown looks like. So here it is. Up top you have the name of the project, Mock Hospital Ad. It's a commercial. It is non-union. It'll be running for 12 months on social media and local TV, possibly print, and if you have any conflicts with Charlotte area hospitals, they don't want you to audition for it. That means if you've done other commercials for hospitals in the Charlotte area, pass on this one. In the other column, we see the casting director is Anita Reyes, and it has the shoot dates there. Very important that you make sure that those dates are open on your calendar. Then it has the rate of pay and the shooting location. In this case, I made it Charlotte, North Carolina. Below that is the deadline for submitting your portfolio or audition. Be sure you don't miss that deadline. And it says that they're strongly seeking North Carolina actors. A lot of times that's because of a dialect or an accent that they'd like to have. Finally, the 2 roles they're looking to cast. The lead male, who is a heart attack patient, and his wife. Both of them are age 55 to 75. Ethnicity doesn't really matter. Each part has 1 line on camera. So now that you found a role you would like to be considered for, what do you send them? Well, the answer is you send them a headshot, a resume, and a reel of your work. Don't worry that you don't actually have any of that, because I have another video coming up that walks you through how to get all of that in like an afternoon. That's in a link in the description where you can see that and other videos to help you start out. Again, if you're wondering about the setup for that and what gear you need, no expensive studio gear needed. I have a kit of gear that I actually use linked below. Okay, so now you have your profile, you have your resume, you have your headshots and a reel in place. You found that role that you want to submit yourself for. You simply add it to your cart and follow the easy to follow instructions on Actors Access. And just like that, you've submitted for a role. Also, later on, when you get an agent, you won't have to do any of this because your agent will be doing it for you, and you will get invitations asking you to audition for certain roles. Once all that's submitted, the casting director or director will take a look at your materials and decide if you have the right look, and they will then invite you to do a full-blown audition. They'll send you sides and ask you to self-tape. That's kind of how it works no matter what platform you select, whether it's Actors Access or Casting Networks or Backstage.com. All right, so here's some tips for retirees and seniors who want to get the most out of ActorsAccess.com. First of all, submit consistently. Focus on roles that are appropriate for your real age. Try to avoid roles that list extreme physical abilities. Terms to look for might be like real people, older couple, grandparents, faculty, retiree, doctor. Just don't overthink it. Casting directors love authenticity. They love that grounded feeling like you're talking to a real person. So if you're over 50 and looking to get into film and television, Actors Access is an essential tool. Now in the next video, we're going to do a deeper dive into that portfolio. If you have absolutely no screen credits right now, we're going to show you how to put together a really top-notch portfolio. So find that video and other videos in the link. Thanks so much for watching.